What's up, guys? It's Emily, and this is my boyfriend, Matt. So right now, we are going to be doing a Q&A. I'm just going to look up random questions, and we're just going to answer them, honestly, and yeah.
See what happens.
Are we really going to see what happens, though? Alright. So this doesn't have to be directly with me, but what is your ideal way to spend a vacation?
My ideal way to spend a vacation, I would say basically, probably going to the pool, someplace to like another country, either, like California or probably Toronto.
Toronto, Canada?
Why not? They have some nice people over there.
Yeah, I know. My ideal date, for a simple date, I'd probably do like make it like a pool day. I love pool days. Or like a pool day or the beach as a simple ideal vacation.
I don't like the beach as much.
Or if I was to go out of the country vacation, I'd probably go to Iceland. That's like my number one destination I want to go besides Jamaica.
Iceland again?
It's just something about like during the winter time it's so beautiful and the sky is like not like what you see like here. It's like greenish blue, like it has like mix of colors to it. Alright. What about yourself are you most proud of?
What am myself most proud of? I don't know. What am I most proud of? That's a hard question.
Alright, I'll go first. The thing that I'm most proud of about myself is let me see.
Yeah,
no, I have it, but I'm trying to like word it in the best way. I feel like I've grew as a person of like learning myself and like loving myself more and like realizing that you can't always be a good person, and I've noticed that I've overcame like those difficult obstacles where me always being a good person didn't always put me in the best situations or it didn't end well for me. So personally, I feel like that's what I'm most proud of is I accomplished getting through those obstacles and loving myself more and focusing on me more, because I feel like I've always put myself on the back burner and I always put people first before myself. So I think that's what I'm most proud of, honestly.
You know
I got deep.
I'm most proud of finally being who I'm supposed to be, and because I know I've done so many mistakes back then, but I'm most proud of that this one is always here for me, and she really put me back to where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm just like grateful to have someone like her, like for real.
I like you.
I love you too.
I like you.
Oh God.
Alright. What life experiences did you miss out on? That's a good question.
What life experiences?
Like anything, like opportunities or like things that you took a chance on that you decided not to take that chance with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a deep question. I feel like one thing that life experiences that I missed out on is going to prom. I never got to experience that. Like, my school life was totally different than what I imagined it to be, but, like, I feel like it went the right way. Like, I always say to everybody, everything happens for a reason, and I feel like everything that happened in the way it did, I think it was the best way it happened. Because, yeah, even though I missed prom and the senior trips and, like, just the school life again, like, I didn't miss much because I went to school till, like, 10th grade, public school. But I didn't get to experience, like, the last 2 years of school. Another thing I feel like I missed out on, like, a life experience is, like, I would say, like, job opportunities. Like,
Why?
I've been... No, I'm saying like I don't know, like I've always like backed down just because my focus is on me right now, like with my health and like, you know, I'm putting myself first before a job, before anything. So I feel like I lost that opportunity, but I'm going to get that opportunity again. It's not like I'm not, but I feel like that was those two.
I think the opportunity I missed out, meeting my, don't make fun of me or anything, meeting my, like, my
No, it's
idols.
what life experiences
Yeah,
did you
I was
miss
gonna
out on?
say meeting my favorite basketball player.
Oh.
I've always wanted to meet my favorite basketball player. Basically, I got two favorite basketball players back then, but now I have one. But now I have a new one. But I still want to make the best of it, and I'm gonna try. But the main people I wanted to meet before was Kobe and Rose. Even though Rose is still playing, because Rose is one of my favorite point guards, and Kobe's one of my favorite shooting guards back then. Even though now it's James Harden, but sometimes I feel like I missed the opportunity to go meet them up close in person, even though I didn't have the money for it. But now since I'm busting my ass at work, I'm gonna try and do it again. Even though Cole's not playing, but I'm still gonna try and meet other basketball players. But I'm not gonna give up on this. So they really motivated me my entire life, and I want to keep going on it, and I'm never gonna stop doing it.
Deep. I feel like this is going to be a deep Q&A, so prepare yourselves. Alright, next. How did you fall out with some of your previous friends? So how did you get through, like, stop being friends with people? Like, how did you get through it? And how did you handle it the best way?
Not having friends.
No, like taking people, like close friends out of your life that you just needed to take out.
I don't really have that much close friends.
Yeah, but there are people that you have taken out of your life. I'll go first because he
No,
makes everything
no, cause I
so
never.
complex.
No, cause I don't have that much close friends though. I
I
have one
don't.
close friend doesn't talk to me, and the other one's fucking gone.
That's what I'm saying. How did you handle like, not being?
Okay, so one of my close friends I've known since elementary, he barely talks to me. He barely hits me up because I'm always thinking he's always busy. But then again, sometimes being lazy half the time. But the thing is, I don't like the fact that people want me to text them. If we're close friends, you're supposed to text me first.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
how did you
that's...
No, that's not what I mean. How did you handle like like not being friend? Like let's just say not that the person doesn't hit you up or anything, but like not being friends with them anymore.
Oh, oh, I wouldn't care.
See, with me, that's where we're like polar opposites. Like, I
Like, if
take
you don't want to talk to me anymore, then, alright, that's cool. You will fix me the whole time, so goodbye. I
see
really don't care.
see with me though, like it affects me later on. Like I'll be like, I'll have that I don't care, blase blase. But like people that actually affected my life, that crossed paths in my life, I've lost so many friends. Like, and either for a good reason or for a bad reason. But sometimes most of the reasons were a good reason why I lost the friends I did. It was either for my own happiness and my own sanity, or it was just not right. Like I just didn't feel right. So how I handle like taking people out of my life, of course I cried. Like there has been times I've cried where I lost friendships that meant so much to me. But most of the time I know that I've always had myself regardless at the end of the day. So I feel like that was my best way to think. Like, alright, I got me and that's the only thing that matters. If I got me, nobody else got me. You feel me?
Like, all fucking...
Ghetto.
Yeah.
What age would you like to live to?
Live?
To live, yeah.
This year.
What?
Well, we're coming to a new year.
No, what age would you like to live to? Like, death. Like, how old would you want to be?
I don't want to die. I want to live forever. I'm going to try my damn hardest to be as healthy as possible and live for a long time. I get as much surgery as I need to. I want to live for as long as possible.
Okay,
I don't want to die.
I feel like whatever happens, happens.
No, there's not a thing about that.
But like, nobody lives forever. People get sick. You could be the healthiest person on earth. It doesn't matter. When your time is to come, your time is to come. When God calls you to home, He calls you home, and
I'm gonna fight God to not let me go.
Okay. Let's just not go into that.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to know what it's like on the other side.
Ooh, this is a good one. What petty things that people do really gets on your nerves? So like things that people do that like aggravates you. Like you could see it in person. You could like somebody you know. Oh my God, can I go first?
Fine.
Okay. The first thing that aggravates me the most is when, like, how can I explain this? Okay, number one, I hate people that text and drive. Knowing the fact that you could risk somebody else's life. Like, I'm not a driver, but when I'm in, like, my car, like, with my dad, and I see, like, another car next to me, that aggravates my soul because you're risking all of our lives at that moment of not paying attention to the road. Another thing, I feel like women not respecting other women. I feel like that aggravates me. I feel like we should all be uplifting each other. Like, there's so many women always bringing each other down. It's like, why? Like, what is this? Like, where do you get at for bringing another woman down because she's taller than you or she's bigger than you or she smells, whatever the case is. Like, that just aggravates my soul. It's just such petty things. Like, why start a fight with somebody for a petty thing? Like, why are you going to fight over a dude? You know what I mean? Like, relationships come and go, friends come and go, blase, blase. Another thing that aggravates me, the last thing I'm going to put, is people that post drama on social media or do things on social media for attention. That aggravates my soul. Like, if you want to talk about your drama, you're letting other people give their opinion, number one. Letting other people be into your business. And another thing is, like, blasting it on social media is not going to get benefit from anything. It's just going to make you look dumb at the end of the day. And then, like, posting things on social media, like, for attention, like taking certain pictures for attention or doing things for attention, like, it is so unnecessary. Like, just be yourself. Like, who you are in real life, be on the internet. Don't let other people say, oh, you can't wear this because it's on the internet, or you can't do this because it's on the internet. Like, just be yourself, because at the end of the day, the person's opinion doesn't matter. They're a social media friend, or they're a friend that you haven't spoke to since elementary school, or they're a friend that they're just there. They're just sitting on your social media just to be nosy. That's it. Your turn.
The only thing that pisses me off is, like, every time I'm on the train, I'll be hearing some dumbass fucking drama. I don't like that shit. People be getting into fights for no reason, but you know there's some other sort of annoying when people get into fights on the train. But, like, certain situations that I find annoy me because, like, if it's like someone that's acting so stupid, he would start with somebody else for no reason, just for the fun of it, and then that person gets his ass kicked. And then
don't you hate when they videotape it? Like, that too. Like, fights on, like
why videotape it? Why?
Like, you could actually sit there and help.
The thing is, exactly, it's like, basically it's no one's other fucking business. If someone posting a video,
they're just doing it for fame.
If someone's posting a video of two people or three, or even a girl getting into a fight with a dude, or the dude's beating up a girl on the train, and no one's helping it out, just want to watch. That shit pisses me off. Mm-hmm. Like, why videotape it? Why can't you just get your ass up and just help that person? Even though you don't know the person, just
That's
help
what I
them
mean.
out.
Like, everybody does everything for social media. Like, drama, let's post it on social media. Fights, let's post it on social media. Like, it's so irrelevant. Like, people need a better meaning of social media. Alright, next one. This is getting really juicy, guys. I actually like this Q&A.
Juicy.
What is the most what have you struggled with your entire life? What do you feel like, what was your biggest struggle? I feel like my biggest struggle my entire life would have to be
Friends.
friends and like me being an emotional eater and my weight. My weight has been my biggest struggle my entire life. Your
My
turn.
biggest struggle. Um, my biggest struggle is basically
I feel like love for you.
no.
Yeah, you've always got played or like
Um,
you've never.
well, yeah. That was, yeah, that's actually true. My biggest struggle is actually that because, I'm always a nice guy and always that be that one bad girl that wants to like catch a guy like me that end up fucking somebody else, and just like stab me in the back or whatever just because I gave him my trust and they'll tend to do that.
He has like the biggest heart. Like he'll.
Like I'll help that person out. I'll help you out. Like for some reason, I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but every time when I'm talking to a girl and I'm telling them, you can do it or whatever, they can do this, they can do that. Like I'll be friends with that girl and they'll start liking me, and then me and them will start dating. All of a sudden they play me. Like what the fuck's the big deal?
That's always been his problem before he met me. Like, and then after that, it was just like he's like we're gonna make 5 years this Thursday, January
like they
2nd.
would go out with me for my personality, for my nice guyness. I would do as much as I can for them, but at the end of the day, I'll get fucking shitted on and kicked on, and they'll end up with some fucking jackass.
Yeah.
And then they'll fucking be like,
Okay,
oh,
can you watch your leg? You're saying a lot of curses,
I know,
right?
I'm sorry, but it's the truth though. And then they'll be like, oh, start thinking to themselves, oh, I can't believe I know this dude. Blah, blah. I'm like, and they'll start coming back and no, get the fuck out of my face. I'm sorry for cursing, but it's the truth. I've been dealing with this shit for years.
Until I came along.
Until she came along, and I'm much more happy now.
Yeah.
So.
I definitely am his little yang, and he's my
Yang.
yin
Just
yang.
say yin yang.
Yin yang.
Say I'm your yang and you're my yang.
What calms you down the most?
You.
No, but like let's just say if you're having a stressful day and I couldn't,
There's only one thing that calms me down the most, and that's basketball.
That's true.
I
definitely agree with that.
When I'm in like a bad situation and I'm pissed off about something, I'm stressed out, I'll go to the basketball court, start training, start practicing, and relieve everything off my chest, and I'll come back all happy, and I'll do it all over again just because it's my stress relief. Every time I bounce the ball, I like hearing the sound of the ball bouncing and bouncing, and move my feet around and doing all these moves. And when I'm done, I have a nice good sweat. I'm out of breath. And just everything's just.
Yeah, it's
feels
like the
really
adrenaline that rushes through you.
Yeah.
I feel like what calms me the most was the question?
Yeah, what calms you the most?
Oh, what calms you down the most? I feel like what calms me down the most, I have like 3 things. And one of them is like the most saddest one because this is how I've always been. It's food. Food has always calmed me down. Just because I've always been an emotional eater. Like if I'm sad, I'll eat. If I'm happy, I'll eat. Like, and that's been my biggest struggle. Like that's something I've always done. Like because I've always been such a closed-in person that I never really talked to anybody. So I just turned to food and yeah. Another thing I would have to say though is sleep. Sleep is the most calmest thing for me.
Oh, yeah, too.
And I would have to say doing my filming.
Makeup.
I feel like filming and like doing my makeup calms me down the most. Like when I'm feeling anxious or like sad, I feel like I just need to pick up the camera and just film. Because this is who I am, and I'm not gonna sit back and tell you guys like, oh yeah, I'm not an emotional eater, because yes I am. I do sleep my emotions away, and I like to film my emotions away. This is just who I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. So there's that. Alright, we'll do 2 more questions.
No.
No. What were the healthiest and unhealthiest periods of your life? Like the most healthiest thing that has happened to you? Like not like, oh, let me eat some food healthy. Like a good thing that has happened in your life. Like for instance, me. Like for me, I
They
feel
already
like
know that.
for me the most healthiest thing that has happened is meeting Matthew. Honestly, and I don't rely my happiness on him. No, I was happy. I was in a dark place, yes, when I met him, but I was already getting myself out of that dark place, and then he just kind of was there to take me out even more. And like he helped me, not I'm not gonna say he helped me find myself, but we talked, and like he helped me realize like when we talked it out, like about like my passions and like my dreams and like things I just wanted to do for myself. We talked about it, and he just was there to support me. So I feel like that was one of the most healthiest things, periods in my life, was meeting him. The most unhealthiest, I would have to say, is 2013. 2013 and 2012 was the most unhealthiest periods of my life. And I don't want to get into it because there's just so much stuff that has happened through
Yeah,
that time period.
don't cry
What?
now.
So yeah, I feel like
The only
those two.
reason, the reason why I said that because past all the videos she's been doing, she always cries.
Okay. So what was the most healthiest period of your life?
Healthiest period. Well, they already know you're. I always tell them about you all the time. So,
So I was in one of your healthy periods.
well, yeah,
Why?
because I told them already. You changed everything a part of me,
Mhm.
and you made me like back to who I used to be, not a dick. So, because when I
That's the
first,
crazy part. We both helped each other. Like we were. I don't. I can't say like
the
you
thing
were probably a
is,
cold person, but I was a very
the
cold
the thing
person.
is with me, like even though I'm the broken one, I was the broken one. I always want to help out others so they don't have
Same.
to end up just like me
Same.
or anybody else. So
Same.
I would tend to help them out, but she helped me, and I'm not decided. I ended up going back to who I used to be like years ago. Not back in high school, 'cause those days were dark.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy she was always there for me. So the unhealthiest, I would say, like I said, high school.
High school.
Yeah, I hated it.
I feel like the most darkest period though for you was when you did those tryouts in high school.
Oh yeah.
That was a
I
dark, but
tried
it's still
out.
considered high school because
I
you did
know,
it in high
dude.
school.
I tried out for JV and varsity for play for basketball and did not accept me at all. So, but then again, after all that, I trained hard and I kicked everyone's ass in basketball. So that's another thing that worked out for me.
What was? Nah, I don't want to do that one. Nah, that kind of goes in win and win with the other ones. What job do you think you were born to do?
I always want to work in a stadium. That's one of the best jobs ever.
I feel like for me, it would. I don't know. Like I have a passion for helping people. Like either feel beautiful or like I've always had a passion for like makeup, of course, but like I feel like one of my passions was like not my passion. Like what was the question?
Like, what was your favorite jobs? You said what you want to
No,
do.
no. What
What
jobs do you
jobs did you
think
think
you?
you were born to do?
I feel like help, like any job to help a person. So like one of the things that I've been struggling with is deciding what I really want to do in my life. I'm in a point where I feel stuck, like of a decision of deciding if I want to go to cosmetology school or I want to turn to like two other things that I have in mind. Um, but I definitely feel like a job that is for me is helping people. Like I've always wanted to do like an oncology nurse, which is a person that deals with cancer patients, or I wanted to work in hospice, or I wanted to work in a hair salon to make people feel beautiful and, just find themselves. Or a school. Be a school teacher.
Even though I feel like I was going to like, I always want to work in a stadium because I could watch the basketball games, the boxing matches for free. But my main thing I always wanted to do was I always wanted to have my own business to train kids how to play basketball, to get them off the streets and bring them in.
Yeah, you want to do the same thing. Like, not like me, but like, not helping, but like, giving the person a passion and a reason.
Yeah, I don't want to be a coach. I do want to be a coach and face other teams, but I think my best benefit is mostly teaching kids how to actually play the game instead of listening to other coaches. Like, for instance, school coaches that's that's in the gym that helps you out in school, whatever. Sometimes in basketball, they're not saying the right things, and that's why I feel like half time when back then when I was training little kids in the park, they always want me to teach them. I taught them the fundamentals. I taught them the right things, how to shoot the ball, how to do all these things. And
so they like the same thing with me. You want to do something with like kids or kids. Like. See, I want to do either.
I don't do the whole school thing. No.
Yeah.
I want to have a good enough amount of time. Not that whole. Okay, I have like a whole 30 minutes or 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour to have these kids there. No. I want them for like a good 2-3 hours and then go home. That's it.
So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. It got very deep really quick. I feel like these questions are something that really needs to be answered. Yeah, they were really interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, we will see you guys in our next video.